Hello and welcome back to Story Time with Uncle Schwabby. All the books that I will be reading is books that I have had when I was younger, and I thought I would share them with you guys. Today we are going to be reading my first book of poems, and this book is 1987 is when this book came out. It's short little poems. Some of them are a little tongue twister, so we will see how I do with them. Sit back and enjoy. Mr. Nobody. I know a funny little man, as quiet as a mouse, who does the mischief that is done in everybody's house. No one ever sees his face, and yet we all agree that every plate we break was cracked by Mr. Nobody. Starlight, starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight. The moon, I see the moon, and the moon sees me. God made the moon, and God made me. The postman, the whistling postman swings along. His bag is deep and wide, and messages from all around the world are bundled up inside. The postman's walking up our street. Soon he'll ring my bell. Perhaps there'll be a letter stamped in Asia. Who can tell? The rain. Rain on the green grass, and rain on the tree, and rain on the housetop, but not upon me. Wearing a little raincoat and umbrella. If all the world, if all the world were apple pie, and all the sea were ink, and all the trees were bread and cheese, what would we have to drink? It's enough to make an old man scratch his head and think. Peas. I eat my peas with honey. I've done it all my life. It makes the peas taste funny, but it keeps them on my knife. Eating peas with a knife, that's silly. My Shadow. And this one is by Robert Louis Stevenson. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me, from the heels up to the head, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. The Goops by Gillette Burgess, I think is how you say the name. The Goops, they lick their fingers, and the Goops, they lick their knives. They spill their broth on the tablecloth. Oh, they lead disgusting lives. The Goops, they talk while eating, and loud and fast they chew. And that is why I'm glad that I am not a Goop. Are you? It sounds like the Goops could use some manners. The Squirrel. Whiskey, frisky, hippy, hop. Up he goes to the tree top. Whirly, twirly, round and round. Down he scampers to the ground. Where's his supper? In a shell. Snap, crackly, out it fell. Furly, curly, what a tail. Tall as a feather, broad as a sail. You see the little squirrel? The big clock. Slowly ticks the big clock. Tick tock, tick tock. But cuckoo clock ticks double quick. Tick-a-tocka, 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 tick. A flea and a fly. A flea and a fly got caught in a flue. Said the fly, let us flee. Said the flea, let us fly. So together they flew through a flaw in the flue. That's a tongue twister. The Purple Cow. And this is by Gillette Burgess? I never saw a purple cow. I never hope to see one. But I can tell you anyhow, I'd rather see than be one. There's the purple cow. The Swing by Robert Louis Stevenson. How do you like to go up in the swing, up in the air so blue? Oh, I do think it the pleasantest thing ever a child can do. Up in the air and over the wall, till I can see so wide. Rivers and trees and cattle and all over the countryside. Till I look down on the garden green, down on the roof so brown. Up in the air I go flying again, up in the air and down. That end. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little poems and tongue twisters. Comment down below what poems or tongue twisters you like. I might just someday read the poem that I wrote that is actually in a book somewhere that I wish I could get a copy of. But it's out there somewhere. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you all next story time. Bye.